This is a bit of a different video, and it's also not going to affect my regular upload schedule. But I thought maybe I'll do some extra long videos of just a compilation of all the videos prior. So if you've seen them, you've seen them. But yeah, I'm gonna try and cut out the intros and the outros, and then we'll just roll with it. So enjoy it as background noise if you'd like.
I wanted to start this off with something that is quite rare. Um, there we go. That's 109 divination. Only 3.5 million XP to 110. Okay. Um, yeah, so that's the plan. What's the plan for today? I've got kind of three different routes I want to go down, three different approaches I want to have. One thing I was thinking about is maybe have clue scrolls in every episode, but that's a lot of caskets and that's a lot to commit to. So I'm unsure about that. I might get some done. I've got some caskets waiting, but I don't know how big I want to leave that. The second thing is, the obvious one that's going to be carrying on from last episode is thieving. I just want to keep pushing that. In terms of the Czar stuff, I've got maybe 10k techie. That's 10k out of the 30k needed, so that's just going to be a bunch of AFKing, which is fine, but when I want to be active, I can do heists. And the third thing is I was thinking, I mean, right, our group is called Questicles, isn't it? So I wanted to start maybe knocking out some Master Quest Cape achievements. Obviously, I'm way off getting that because of all the dungeoneering requirements to start with. But maybe tackle one or two in an episode. Why not? So the next clip, who knows what it'll be? It could be one of those three things. It won't be the clues, I'll tell you that right now. But it might be one of the other two things. But yeah, I'll see you in that one. Well, I don't think I fully talked about my thieving setup here, but this is, the runes for Crystal Mask. I've got a bunch of super prayer renewals that I just, spam with a hotbar so it doesn't interrupt the pickpocketing. And this is the loadout, the master one, the bag, something with Wise, Grace of the Elves, Lock of the Doors, standard thing in the aura, which by the way, can't wait for auras to be out the game. I'm just going to be throwing that one out there. Yeah, as you can see, obviously I'm pickpocketing the gobies right now. I'm going to hit 105 in just a second. That's mainly because I'm making food, and once I've eaten the food, I might just disband and go to heist, and then kind of see what's going on over there. But there's 105. Obviously, I still need quite a lot of goby pickpocketing. I think you can get away without getting caught without Crystal Mask when you're 108, but that's quite a lot of XP. I may or may not be done. But so yeah, the next clip will probably just be heists, if I were to guess.
Well, I just wanted to show some loot kind of coming in here from some heists. Obviously, this is a bit of a voiceover, and we've got 106 thieving there. I've been enjoying heists, as you can see from all these loots flashing up. I believe by the end of these screenshots, that gets me to roughly 25 KC. Ish, don't quote me on that, but I enjoyed it, and I had a kind of moment going from here where I had to move on, and I'm like, oh no, wait, I need to do tiers. It was about this point, as I'm exiting the cave, I was like, wait a minute, I don't actually know what my lowest skill is anymore, so just taking a guess, and it turns out it's woodcutting, so tiers going on woodcutting doesn't feel that useful. And there's my duo getting some wrist wraps. We already had some, but of course he has to get spooned in every way. So I'm going to go back to some live clips now.
I'm recording the end of this one is because this is my 25th vault KC, I guess, if you want to call it that. Yeah, and the loot's... I've kind of shown all the loot and probably a slideshow rapid fire. I don't know what I've done. Little montage, call it whatever you want. I think I'm going to go finish this aura up at Gobi, so the next clip's going to be 107 thieving, almost certainly. And then I don't really know what to do from there. I'll kind of figure it out as I go, because I wanted to do clues, but the update has completely broken the clue solver on Alt 1, so I don't want to do clues now. Just FYI.
It's another bit of a voiceover clip here. It's just 107 theming coming in. I don't really want to do live moments for this because I'm kind of hardcore AFK, so I'm just kind of capturing it on the side. But we did move on from this. As with our doing, we went to dungeoneering for a little bit, and this happened. We got a Hex Hunter bow. The original plan was I get it, but then my duo started crying that he wanted it, so ultimately I did give this to him. Just to fill you in the loops, we did a bit of DG.
Well, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I wanted to do clues, but then again, like I also said, Alt 1's totally broken and clues are kind of miserable to do. So I'm just gonna do what I have. It's not many, and when Alt 1 fixes, I'll want to do more. I know I will, but in the meantime, we're just gonna go through this. I'm not hoping for anything because the reward I want comes from a master, so just kind of roll with this and just get forts after forts after forts. I don't know why I had. Oh, these easies will be from penguins, I imagine. I guess forts are still roughly a mil. I guess that's never gonna change. And that's the end of the easies. Okay. Kinda go for it, and you can never re-roll a master clue. And right, this clue carrier needs to go. Right. Puzzle skip tickets, you can't re-roll the. See, why? Right, whatever. So this is gonna be such a scuffed clip. Fort, not fort. I'll take a die or something, or 4 puzzle skip tickets. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing I'm hoping for from hearts. I guess collection logs. And running out of bank space. Can I open these? Yeah. A collection log. Oh my god. I think I'm missing something because I don't have the bank space for this. Hang on, give me a second. Okay, I cleared out some bank space. Next time I will be more prepared, but yeah, that was kind of misery. 9 more. Got some forts out of it. Don't know how many. I was kind of rushing, clearing my bank out, so who knows. But these clues are miserable. I've got to have quite. What is that? Amulet of Fury. Okay. Can't reroll a master. Can reroll that. And finally, right. Okay. So that's the clues. Not amazing, I know. When Alt 1's fixed, I promise I'll come back and get some better things. As for what I'm moving on to now, dunno, because dungeoneering was just a little stint. You just saw that little clip of the bow. That's not a plan. I don't want to stick to that. I hate it. So I just remembered that this is a thing. I have all this XP. Wait, what? I have resources. Contribute all resources. Yeah, okay, whatever. So if I mix this, 80,000 XP, yeah, I've got a level. So I'll probably come back with a level. But I know you can get dinosaurs from this. We're missing a male Bagrata. We've only got females, and I'm the only one with the farming level, but we're not able to do that whole big dinosaur thing. I can't remember if it's for Vuln bombs or if it's for those life potion things or bottled roars. I don't know. I've not looked into it. I know that we were only a few pieces off of a blowpipe, which now that I'm saying that out loud doesn't matter because we have that Gloomfire bow. Yeah, okay, I guess nothing interesting's gonna happen. I'll just show you when I get the level, I suppose. Not gonna do it, can't be bothered. First of all, gonna break those, but I'll actually get the level just by claiming these rewards. There we go. 103, which means the Vuln bombs that we'll never use because we don't do PVM very much. I swear this is relevant, I guess, but no, I don't think it is. I will be going away for a few days, so clips are basically going to be non-existent. I might be able to AFK something on my phone, but I'll probably set up fishing or something along those lines just to AFK on the side. Yeah, there probably won't be too many clips. I've got a few hours of playing before I have to go away. Maybe something crazy will happen, but I wouldn't bank on that. Okay, very quickly, since I'm getting ready to go away for the weekend, and if I AFK at all, it'll just be on the phone, so no recording. I very quickly went and got Preservationist 5 on my Matic, and to go along with the Hone 6. So, according to the wiki, that's what you do. I don't know. Yes, the point of this clip is to capture one final level before I go away. I mean, I won't get one whilst I'm away because it's a bunch of XP and all I'm going to be doing is digging. But, wait, what? Oh, come on. Well, pretend I got a level there, okay? Because I'm going to AFK from now, so I'll be back in a few days. 108 archaeology. 108? No. 101 archaeology. Woo!
And this is just a small one. I mean, I'm doing some POF on the background. I'm not hardcore doing it because I don't want to burn out from this type of stuff. But 108 farming from checking my dragon, that probably gives me something. I don't know. It's 108 farming though. Kinda happy. Settings on the new microphone. So I'm testing to see how the audio quality is going to be. I've messed with a few different things. And obviously in the background, going to get a level, which just popped up. 108 thieving. It's pretty good, so I think that means I can pickpocket these guys now without the aura on, which is good moving forward, but at this exact moment doesn't really make a difference. So I'm going to use this clip no matter what, so the quality might be all over the place, but I'll move forward and kind of adjust it from there. But yeah, 108 thieving and also new microphone. With these two artifacts, which is going to take 12 seconds, which means I don't need to do a voiceover. That will be 102 archaeology, which I think I was asking the duo and he had no idea. I think the next one, so that's 102. I think the next place will give me the two other pieces. I need to just spam a bunch of logs because I have a ton of these. And one of the rewards is just flat out chronotes. So if that's the case, handing in a ton of these will give me a ton of chronotes and maybe just flat out complete the master archaeology outfit, maybe? What do you think? A slightly longer clip because I'm kind of wanting to track what I'm doing. I'm kind of jumping between activities / skills, mostly between archaeology and thieving, which you've seen. We're gonna hit 109 thieving here, and I'm still doing heists and I'm still swapping between the gobies. With the gobies, I've got enough techie right now, I believe, for one ability, but I'm not going to bother buying them until I can afford both, and then it's jumping back and forth. With a lot of my AFK downtime, there's the loot, with a lot of my AFK downtime, I'm just doing some digging, getting materials, getting that stuff done. I should be able to get the Master Archaeology outfit fairly soon. If I hardcore AFK the 102 spot, I should be able to hand in a bunch of collections, and I believe they give 5k chronotes each. In terms of anything else, I'm still not sure. I don't really want to end this episode without something quite a banger, so maybe the end of the episode could be heist getting a drop. That would be cool, but I'm not promising that because, and you know, spooning is not really something I get done. But yeah, 109 thieving, a bunch of stuff, and just gonna keep going. So I handed in a bunch of the stuff I was digging up for archaeology. So I did a bunch of these artifacts. Obviously I have more of these just to hand it in for chronotes, and I handed in a ton. I've got 128k chronotes. Obviously that's only a little over half towards the master outfit, and also a little over half towards the Matic, but I'm going to do the outfit first regardless. Also along the way, got these. Where's this one? I also got the fragments for the Holy Aggro Overload, which I've wanted for a while, so I mean, yeah, now we have that. That's all great. And in this with the level as well. So there is, what is that, 129 invention? Obviously it doesn't do anything for me, and I saved a siphon apparently. But yeah, I'm close to 103 archaeology, which I guess will happen at some point soon. I set this as a level target down there, you can see it, but I don't know why. I can't figure out for the life of me why, so if anyone has any ideas why I set this target a long time ago, let me know. But yeah, bunch of chronotes that obviously I can't use till I get Guildmaster anyway, and 129 invention. What I'm probably going to end this episode with, since it doesn't feel like I'm going to get a banger clip to end it with, I'm probably going to blast out some Master Quest Cape requirements, maybe get 1 or 2 done, and then we'll call it there. This probably sums up what I wanted to do, but here's a massive, massive list of my Master Quest Cape requirements. Some of these are much, much harder than the other ones. For example, there's a 119 dungeoneering requirement in here. I don't have that, but here is my list. Okay, so gonna begin with getting an archaeology level, which is 103, which is important because that's the first dig site that lets me get potentially the spear tip, which isn't going to happen, but at least there comes with a chance. And I'm going to be able to hand this in, get a bunch more chronos that I still obviously can't use because, well, the fact that I'm not guildmaster and I'm still about 250 excavations away from that. And like I said, I wanted to end this with some kind of bang, but instead of a kind of bang, I guess I'm just going to go down the route of blasting out maybe 5 Master Quest Cape requirements, and I'm pretty sure 103 lets me do a special research. So hopefully I'm going to follow this up with 5 Master Quest Cape things, and then we'll kind of end it there. Okay, before I start talking about what's going on in the background here, let me just apologize if you hear any cars going past in the background. Sometimes this just happens, but yeah, here is the beginning of my Master Quest Cape stuff. So this is the first one. I believe this one's called a bug in a system. I just kind of had to come to the Scabarite Cavern, click on the table, read a note. Not very taxing at all. The second one I decided to do was this curator one, which honestly, just if you read the page, it's easy enough. If you decide that you don't need to read and you can skip ahead, it takes a lot longer than you need it to. The third one, this had to do with the broomstick. You just take it to a bunch of witches across Galenor, get them to enchant it, and then you immediately destroy it after. This one, I believe, you had to do like some fake clue scroll. Basically, you just end up digging at Ramonia here, getting a thing, clicking it, unlocking the cosmetic. This one, however, took a little bit more time. You had to dig up a certain item, you had to do a little bit of a pseudo-mystery. But yeah, that's 5 requirements blasted out. First of all, I would like to welcome you back to episode 3. Obviously you can see me thieving in the background. It's not really a spoiler. I'm not going to hover over the top and you'll see what level. That's for later in the video. However, we're going to just be carrying on from where we left off in the last video. I'm going to keep going with thieving. There's going to be some levels here and there. A lot of it's going to be voiceover clips because I wasn't really able to record at that time. But, you know, that's going to be sometimes with live clips, sometimes without. I've not done it yet, but I plan to do a few more MQC requirements. I don't know which ones. I think I'm going to be done with the order because I've got the court cases coming next. If I go into this really quickly, go down to completionist Master Quest Cape, like for this one I've got to do 17 court cases, which I know is relatively time gated if I'm remembering correctly. But anyway, yep, let's crack on with the episode. The majority of these clips are going to be voiced over for at least the beginning of the video because there's just not been enough time to do the recording. But as you can see here, this is me buying both corruption abilities. It finally happened, so I'm not needing to go back to the Gobies if I don't feel like it. Obviously, if I want to come back and do the Terralith for Rumbling, I still can. But I mean, this is going to be covered in thieving throughout the episode and probably the episodes forthwith. But as you can see right here, it's 110 thieving, which, you know, technically lets me do the lurker boost and get into the Asuan arsenal. I'm not going to do that, spoiler alert, I'm not going to do that because that would be a lot of boosting to do saves. I also wanted to throw in this dungeoneering clip because I am still doing dungeoneering, but it's mainly related to challenges. But that's 100 dungeoneering. One more level lets me unlock another warped floor, which is the plan, obviously. Get through those, get the bigger floors, get the bigger XP. This one is upsetting. It's not really upsetting, of course it's good, because I'm at the vault. We could get the crown upgrade, which is hopefully the goal, but as you can see, the duo goes ahead and gets the drop. I don't actually think this one was spooned. I don't know Raziel's drop rates, so I really can't sit here and say, oh, it is or it isn't. But it felt fine, but a lot of these are going to be covering some duo clips. So we got 99 defense here, which is quite good. And immediately, I followed on from this moment to get my 111 thieving. It's just been non-stop heist. heist, 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 heist. I do have a goal for the vault by the end of the video, which you'll see as we get towards it. But I needed to get on and do some monthlies, and the only monthly really worth recording is the oyster. The clips are sped up just because I kind of wanted to highlight the crazy amount of XP that I'm getting whilst doing this. Fishing's over 14 million now, and obviously I haven't touched it since. But the oyster didn't give me anything, a couple forts. This clip is upsetting because I walked away from my computer and missed 106 prayer, so I decided to just record it and pretend that you saw that there. Something else I didn't really realize, in my bank I had the livid plants already stored up to go ahead and get this achievement. It's a master quest cape and or comp, unsure really. And what did I say? This entire episode filled with thieving. So what do you think's gonna happen here? 112 thieving. I mean, these clips are minutes apart for you, and I would love to say it takes me ages in between, but no, it's thieving and heist. It's next to immediate. And here comes another onslaught of my duo. That's him getting 120 invention. Means I don't need to give him my stuff anymore. And then he follows up by getting another bow. At this point, he's done 2 vault runs and got that. And there's 99 summoning coming in from him. And I believe that there's one more clip to follow this. Am I right? Yeah, so he went ahead and got 99 archaeology. So that's good for the group. We're bumping up the ranks. And what did you think I would possibly follow this up with? It's going to be another thieving level. This would put me at 113. Obviously, it would still require a boost for the Assyrian arsenal, but I'm not really bothered about it because I need to be here anyway. I'm hoping to get any drop whatsoever. But then the new quest came out, so I'm going to speed through this because I wanted to record it and see how long I could get it done. This is seconds after the release. Obviously we had a note on the wiki of what items we needed, so I went ahead and got those. But this is just a lot of running around. There was no guide out at this point, not that you really need one. I just wanted to show that I started it, but I did need to go, unfortunately. Which is why the clip cuts out and shows kind of the ending, and I'm picking the name. And there's only one acceptable name here, and it's Donut. I will not be argued with here. Quest complete, which means I just unlocked the quest cape on Questicles. Literally impressive. This final clip, maybe second last clip, this was me handing in daily challenges. I just wanted to do this because I banged out 2 levels at the same time. It's 101 Dungeoneering and 104 Archaeology. Dungeoneering's happening just from the dailies. Archaeology, my AFK time when I'm at work or whatever, is just digging. So there's a lot of that. And the last part I wanted to include for this voiceover is just showing that I am doing POF. So I'm zooming in here. I've got the spaghettis in now. Progress. So I'm in the same place that I was from the intro of the video, but now you're going to see from the intro of the video what level this was building up to and why this is a significant level. I'm waiting for it to happen. That's why I'm stalling out a tiny bit. It's gonna happen. I don't want to hover because then you'll see. But the next level does mark a big moment because it means I'm not going back to the vault of Heretitas, whatever. It means I'm not going back there. It means I did all of the runs that I did with no drops, and I think I got to something like 85 drops. And nothing to show for it. Whereas, the duo got 2 bows and I think 22 KC. But there we go. So that is 114 thieving, and that is relevant because now I can do the safes in the second heist, which I'm interested in doing, and I will be doing. Not right now. I don't really have time right now, but it's a relevant level. So maybe the next clip will be that, maybe not. We'll just have to see. Next clips are just going to be blasting out another 5 Master Quest Cape requirements, so enjoy.
just wanted to have a little check-in. I thought I was going to start this clip off by, you know, siphoning this, which I just did, and it turns out I didn't get the level. I think I figured out how I'm going to end the video. Currently, if I go into quick chat and do vault, because it doesn't seem to have a collection log, I've done 93 without a single drop. I'm going to get 100 KC here, and that will be the end of the video, and we can begin episode 4, hopefully next time, by learning the Assyrian arsenal. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, realistically, I'm not going to get a drop, so I'm going to check in at the end of 7th run here, and we'll kind of call it there. And wasn't really to start the recording now because, you know, with the massive XP drops that you get at the end, I thought that it would obviously happen on a end of a run to get a level up rather than halfway through or midway through a run. But I am actually going to get the level here at some point, and I may as well just keep you for the rest of the clip. I think that this is run 30? No, run 96, I think. So 4 more runs after this, and obviously I've still not had a drop, and I'm not gonna get a drop, and I just kind of have to deal with this. I have fairly horrific luck when it comes to pretty much any sort of RNG grind. It's just every account I've ever played, this is just the way it is, and I kind of have to get used to it. I don't get lucky, rather I'll eventually get something through pure persistence, which, you know, I'm probably not going to do here, because after these last 4 or 5 runs, or however many, I'll just check the quick chat now. So after 3 more runs after this, I plan to go learn the other heist, and whoops, that wasn't a full run. I didn't get caught. I don't know why that wasn't full. Yeah, I'll do 3 more runs, and then I'll do the arsenal, I guess. But yeah, there was 115 thieving. This is run 100, nothing's happened, absolutely nothing's happened, and I swear if this guy catches me. Do we commit? Do we commit? We can't commit. Come on, one more. Yeah. That's run 100. Obviously it's 500 loot. Some people here were saying it's a massive decreased chance, you know, if you get sub 500, but there was very few runs that I was. But, so if I do the quick chat now, 100 times, 8 minutes 7 seconds at 500 loot, and no drops. Well, I think we know what comes next. Well, I mean, this is going to be my first loot of this arsenal run. The time's a little bit high, but I had to get a little bit of recording done, and I did actually mess up a few times, but I will hit 500 loot, because at least based off the video I read, I haven't read the wiki, but I should get 75 for getting this chest. No, I'm not going to record every single one. I'm going to record this number 1, obviously, but maybe I'll do the screenshots like I did for the vault. What did I do? I think I did 10 or 15, maybe it was even 25, I don't actually fully remember. But this one doesn't seem that bad. I don't have to worry about crystal mask or light form or anything. And maybe 100 runs here won't be needed. Maybe I can actually see a collection log pop up, maybe, or it's not a collection log even, is it? Maybe I'll just see a drop pop up. Maybe I'll actually get something. But this loot chest is very long. I don't have the aura available, and obviously I don't have the ring of Vitter to make this go faster, so here we go. Let's see. 1343. Promise I'll beat that. That's nothing. But let's see what the very first loot is. I mean, energy's kind of cool. Bones, I guess. Cannonballs, that's interesting. And time runes. Okay, I kind of like this. Let's keep going with this. Okay, I mean, I wasn't expecting to get the dagger there. That was my first run that I did without even getting 500. So I can go 100 KC at the vault and get nothing. I can do 6 runs at the arsenal and get the dagger on a run where I don't even get 500. Okay. I mean, I'm happy, obviously. I got the clip. I guess that's not the clip I wanted to do. And I'll use this as an opportunity to explain why I'm here. I've been AFKing buyers because the thieving changes that are coming in soon, I won't be able to do this AFK pickpocketing thing. So I'm doing the buyer pickpocketing in desperate hopes I get a ring. At this point, as I'm speaking, the update is on Monday, and right now it is Thursday night. So I've got that amount of time. I'm not saying I'm not going to do other things, but I will be doing this because I do really want that ring. Even if I hit 120, whatever, I want the ring to at least help my duo out. I mean, I'm still here. I'm still at Vyers. And obviously I'm saying the word still as if that has any sort of relevance to clip between clips. But I've still not got the ring. I'm roughly, I would say, 4 to 5 mil XP into the air quotes grind. But the plan is I'm staying here until 120 because I want the ring. That would be nice, like I already said. But there's 117 thieving. I might go take a break right now and go do something else. So there might be random levels happening next, but ultimately I will be coming back right here. Clear the air, I guess. I'm still at Vyers. I'm a ton of XP in, but I'm going to get a quick level here. Just like that. That's 131 invention. I mean, we're just going for 200 mil, so about 85 mil to go. Really not that big a deal. But for thieving, I'm about 900k off of 118, which means I can stop lurker boosting, but this means I'm roughly 10, 11, 12 mil into pickpocketing Vyers and still going. No ring in sight. Still here, still at Vyers, still blasting through. It's going to be a level coming in, and the level is quote-unquote relevant because with this level, it means I don't need to abyssal lurker boost anymore to thieve these guys. I can just thieve them. I was really hoping this was going to be done by this point because look at my runes. They're already so low. So it might be a runic tuner trip or it might just be some shop runs, but I am blasting through these with Crystal Mask. And we're at 9 million till level, but it's only 2 levels to go, so maybe that feels better. But right now, 118 thieving, done and done. Oh, it's done. It's done. Okay, got the ring. And I was actually mentally preparing myself for the next clip, which I was ready to say, and here's 119 thieving without getting the ring. But no. I am 500k off 99, whatever, and I've got the Ring of Vitter. This is great because, I mean, the duo really wants to have a, whatchamacallit, the mask from the first heist, so I guess I could always just go back to that. Whilst I've got you here, I was about to end this little trip anyway. Yeah, I'll bring you back in just a second. I'm bringing you back now because I want to just show that I'm still doing my ports. I'm still doing this on the side because I'm still trying to do these at the same time, and I know that there's a bunch of requirements for MQC or comp or trim comp, that kind of stuff. But I mean, I'm only on the 4th island. Currently, I'm working on the Reef Walker cape. I have no interest in having the cape, but I'm pretty sure this is a requirement for something, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But yeah, just to let you know, I'm still doing ports, still working on it with the map. How close am I to the next zone? Nowhere near. Okay, well, there you go. I'm still doing ports, and I guess I'll be moving back to heist number 1. Scattered things, but here, if I go into the challenges and claim these, I get 2 levels, 102 Dungeoneering, 104 Herblore. I think the Herblore will be relevant. No, it won't. It's an extreme cooking potion. I think the 102 Dungeoneering will be relevant. No, it won't. Well, you know, it's 2 levels though, right? That's still pretty good. I'm back at heists. I don't know how many it will take to get 120, but it won't be that many, and mark my words, I'm getting them in this episode.
I've been doing some runs now with the Ring of Itter. I've been using that for the pickpocketing bit and then switching to Luck of the Dwarves right at the end. And I feel like it's made a difference. I'm not using Crystal Mask and Light Form anymore. Occasionally I will fail, but it's really not that common. I'm not exactly doing speedrun times here, but I am saving runes because they've super fallen down. And I'm just continuing on. That's 119 thieving, which means if I click in there, 9.8 million, and we will be done. Okay, well, heists have went well since I've came back. That wasn't even a 500 loot run, nor was the dagger. We have the mask, so my duo's going to be very happy with this. He has no idea I have the ring or the mask at this point, so he's going to log into a bit of a surprise. But I'm going to keep doing this because we need a staff, and technically we need another mask too. Here we are, Heist 2, because Heist 1 was boring me, and the reason I wanted this clip was for that moment. Just went over 100 mil thieving. That means 4.2 mil to go. I definitely don't have time to do that today, and then I'm away at work for a long time. So speaking today, I won't have it this morning, and I'll probably have to wait till tomorrow night to get it. Which is fine, that's fine by me, I'm not that bothered, but it's nice to have it. And I may as well keep you around for this loot. I don't care about getting another dagger, I don't care about getting that spike bag thing, whatever it is, whatever it does. But the times are pretty good, 9:58 for a run, that's probably about average for my runs. And, you know, the cannonballs are always nice to get. But yep, 100 mil, 4 mil to go. It's been done, it is finally time. I've done the grind. With all those extra heists I didn't get any noteworthy loot. Down here, I have an XP lamp that I just bought for 4 from Penguins. Not that big a deal, just so I can do that, get my thing, and that's 120 thieving. That means I get the cape back. What's a shame here is that I can't get the inverted one, but, you know, that's okay. Buy the Thieving Master Cape, yes please. And then I can wear it. Maybe go into a bit better light. It's quite cool. I think it does come with a new animation. Yeah, it does. That's so much better than the other one. I think I will probably keepsake this, and I'll just use this for the future, at least for a little while. Yeah, I quite like it. So 120 thieving's done. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. The next clip will probably be going over whatever the next plans are, but there we go. That's done. Now that we've finished our 120 thieving, still loving the cape. Purple is my favorite color. That's the loot we got from the grind. We got 1 Varanus Mercy, 1 Miso Leonar's Death Mask, and 1 Ring of Vitter. To be honest, it could have went better. I was extremely underrated. I think with heist number 1 I should have 4 drops at this point, and I have 1. But it's a good one considering the duo got the mask from Raziel as our only piece, which is here. So I was thinking, how about for this clip we just do the thing, where we combine them, and now we've got Visage of the first Necromancer, which is 2 pieces. As for what the goals are, I have a little bit of a mining goal, which I've been doing in the background a little bit here. I've been working on getting the tier 100 pickaxe, so I went ahead and made the primal ore box, and you can see a bunch of the ores in there. This is so I can attune this moonstone, so I can make it. I think I have the meteor thing, the meteorite fragment. I don't know what this is. I have this, so I should be able to make it as soon as I finish that little grind, and which is what I'm going to go back to now. And as soon as I make this pickaxe, I'm going to talk about what the goals are moving forward, because I actually have a game plan in mind. Okay, well, you can probably tell what I'm doing, what the point of this clip is. I thought I made a clip previously about doing the pickaxe, the tier 100 one, since I am level 100. I just did the previous step where you have to mine 100 of each Daemonheim ore. It took a while, but it was kind of phone AFK for the most part. I just thought I already made a clip about me going for it. So the attuned moonstone is done.
The metallic meteorite fragment, that's from the shooting stars. I did that before I started recording, before I quit over a year ago, so there's definitely no clip there. And I'm doing the final step here, which is mining this slab, which is taking way too long. But when these are done, I believe that's everything, so then the clip following this should be me talking to the dude to make the pickaxe, and then from there, I'll talk about the actual goals that are happening thereafter, and then we'll probably end the video. Right, okay, I came here before and messed up the clip. I gave him the red berry pie, all that stuff, and I went to this, and I couldn't start it because I didn't have 100 smithing. This time, I'll drink one of those, and very quickly go into this, do this, pickaxe of life and death. Okay, that's completed. I thought I was actually going to have to do stuff, like hammer it, but we have the pickaxe. This is great. I have a tier 100 pickaxe, so it's best in the game. And in the sake of not doing 2 clips here, I've got my daily challenges, which I'm going to hand in, just like that, and I didn't get the level I thought I was. Okay, so here is the plan on what I want to do. Originally, I was thinking rune crafting, because I mean it's a 110 skill, runic attuner is good now, yada yada yada, but I didn't want to do that without crafting urns. You know, the good ones, the newer ones. But I can't do those because I can't even boost to that, so I would need crafting levels for that. So then I started looking into how can I get crafting levels, and then that whole star bloom things came out. That came out during my time being quit, so I had no idea. So I looked into star bloom and the best way to get seeds. And realistically, the only good way is moss golems. There's other ways, but not reliable like that. But I can't kill moss golems because I don't have the slayer level. So I think I want to do slayer. But whilst I was doing the mining with the urns and stuff and looking at my bank space, I was thinking, I really just want that Brooch of the Gods now. I was going to make an EOF with this, but I want to make the brooch. I've decided. I've got the gold leaves, I've got the elder rune bars ready, I've got the hydrix ready, and I'm missing 3 forts. So I'm hoping from these I get 3 forts. So I guess there's a little bit of a clue opening here, and I'm just going to do the forts as I do it, so it's going to be a long one. So we're going to open that, nothing. I need 2 more. That's 1, 2, and then do I get a last one? No. What's so expensive there? Oh, maybe that is one. Let's find out. Is it one? Yeah, okay, so we have that now. I should have everything if I go into here, go down to misc support. What am I missing? Teleportation compactor. No, that's passage. I didn't want that. Alchemical hydrix, that's what I wanted. So I just need to cut this. There we go. Go into here, support. Alchemical hydrix, use my 50 forts, which I'm not particularly pleased with. And then we have our alchemical hydrix, which I need to actually look into how to do the next bit. Okay, I'm dumb. I didn't actually change anything. I just clicked on the furnace for once, and there we go. There's the alchemical hydrix brooch. And it's crafted. And then all I believe is I need to be on the stupid other spell book because I'm really not good at having things prepared. So we're going to switch spellbook now to the normal one. Onyx jewelry and then Brooch of the Gods. Oh, this is amazing. And if what I'm understanding is correct, can I just use these on this? If I store, you will know. Yes. Wait, can I store this one too? Only empty, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so only empty ones. That's alright. I'm going to add all my urns. The reason I wanted Brooch is because I was looking at the wiki, and the wiki stated that the Brooch effects work for Slayer. So that's actually where I want to go with the account next. I want to do Slayer. I want to get to 108 for moss golems, so I'm able to get starbloom seeds for crafting. If that makes sense, if you followed this along. But there we go. I have a plan in order, so I'm going to get Slayer gear together, ready now. That wasn't even a sentence. I don't even know what I tried to do. I'm going to get my Slayer gear ready now, is what I meant to say. Okay, so the Slayer grind's going to begin. That's the gear we've got going into it. I changed a couple of the perks to Eruptive, and I put Genocidal on. Still don't even have P6. I'm not using the new helmet, because the duo wants to use that. And I've got a Brooch of the Gods with the urns, but I'm mainly just doing that for the little procs that it does.
But yeah, consider this the Slayer grind arc beginning. I'm not saying I'm not going to switch to other things, which I will, but for now, here's what we're going to do. So I guess I'll bring back some clips if anything interesting happens during the tasks. Okay, well, this is probably going to be the end of the episode. I want to start by, you saw a few clips from the Slayer tasks I did. I'm going to be doing the Ushabti, whatever. I'm going to be doing these as I progress through Slayer. You saw that we got 100 Slayer, which is great. Just going to keep blasting it out. A Necro level's close. It'll probably happen in the next it'll happen in the next task because it's Gemstone Dragon, so I'll remember how to do Hydrix. But I'm going to add these souls. Boom, 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 boom. I didn't realize you got Slayer XP for that, and that was quite sizable. Yep, and finally I'm going to hand in these and get one more level. I just wanted to make it part of the same clip. So that's 105 Archaeology, which does give me a new spot. I get to AFK. It's only one spot, and then I'll probably jump back to the 103 spot in hope of getting the brush piece or Hypno Wand. I think it's the brush piece though. And I'm going to start this one off with a level which isn't going to work in terms of consistency or whatever the word is for being in order. So don't stress about that too much. I'm not going to click into my skills page because you're going to see that throughout the episode. Obviously, we finished thieving off in the last one, and moving forward I made it clear what the game plan is going to be. And there's going to be a lot to rip through here. So I hope you enjoy the episode. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Let me know if you've got any sort of feedback on the videos, whether it be editing style or quality or audio, just anything. But yeah, enjoy the episode. Okay, so the Slayer grind's going to begin. That's the gear we've got going into it. I changed a couple of the perks to Eruptive and I put Genocidal on. Still don't even have P6. I'm not using the new helmet because the duo wants to use that. And I've got a Brute of the Gods with the urns, but I'm mainly just doing that for the little procs that it does. But yeah, consider this the Slayer grind arc beginning. I'm not saying I'm not going to switch to other things, which I will, but for now, here's what we're going to do. So I guess I'll bring back some clips if anything interesting happens during the tasks. Their Vile Blooms are classed as a high-level plant slayer monster. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, clip time. I've done a few different tasks, such as a couple of dragon tasks and then Ganodermic creatures, and I realized in doing so that there was a bunch of bones on the ground. I was like, okay, maybe it's because I don't have the Grimoire on, it doesn't collect them. But I don't think the Grim does collect hardened dragon bones, nor do I want to pick them up myself. So I think I'm going to bone crush them. And then I was like, wait a minute, I don't have a bone crusher. So I looked at my tool belt, scrolled down, and I didn't have one. but I do actually have one. So the plan here is to hopefully learn how to put these onto the thingy. This. It's 500 points, which hurts, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bought those, and now I should be able to, well, I'll go into the settings and I'll put on my tool belt after, but I mean, I'll show you. Yeah, that's fine, and it's on the tool belt. And lastly, let's get a new task. I'm still hunting for Vileblooms. That's what I'm wanting. These are not Vileblooms. Both of these suck, but I'll go ahead and do it. But yep, Slayer grind still going strong. I'm 700k off of 101 and 4 mil off 112 necro. I'm pretty sure if I do napkin math, I can siphon all these bad boys and do the final one. There we go. That's 133 invention, which is cool. I mean, 200 mil is getting there. Now I'm bringing you back for a task because I'm actually going to change something. And here I'm going to get rid of... Oh, I actually thought I had Gemstone Dragons favorited. Never mind then. I'm just going to get a new task. I want Vileplume still. That's not Vileplumes. Okay. Well, I almost missed that level. That's 101 Slayer. I've actually not really been doing these Lava Strike worms too much because I didn't think that they had a Slayer soul because it doesn't make too much sense. What are they supposed to dig into the concrete at your Slayer dungeon? But it turns out they do, so I'm going to be here. But 101 Slayer, I think that gives me Hydrix Dragons. Okay, that's something to work with going forward. But yep, cool, another level. I'm doing an Armadillo Slayer task now. Ooh, look at that. I just got the soul on task. Awesome. But yeah, I got an Armadillo chest. And if I look at the log, that's my 4th one. I need the other stuff. Okay, fine. We continue. Okay, well, nothing interesting has happened in a while, and as you can see over here, we're up to task number 300, Ascension Creatures, but I do have some souls. We're adding 8 more, Chaos... this is slow. Fires, Elves, Chaos Giants, Black Dragons, Onyx Dragons, Dark Beast, Seekers, and Aviancies. I'm just going to add these. The XP should be okay, 7k, 8k. I mean, it was, yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, I don't know what happened at the end of the clip there. My brain stopped working. I want to keep going with Slayer, however, I do have the downside of I'm pretty much out of my overloads, whether it be the holy ones or the aggro ones, because I'm using both. So I think I'm actually going to have to take some time and do those up. I don't know how long it's going to take to do all the prep work for overloads, but here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I got kinda bored making the parts. Like, I have these supers lacking a bit on the necro ones, but I can't be bothered turning them into extremes. So I made a few. I've made some holy overloads, just if I don't want to get aggro pots, and I've got some holy aggro overloads. There's a few other things in here, you know, but I didn't make any. I would make some of the searing ones, but I can't be bothered going and get the feathers. So I've just got some Wormfire to get me through a couple of the dragon tasks, but these two are going to be what gets me through the tasks, which means back we go. I'm at the Vileblooms, which I wanted because, you know, it's the chance to get the, not the brush, the Hypno Wand piece. Obviously, you can't go into that expecting to get it, I understand that, but I got a Starbloom Seed. That's huge. That's the whole point of this Slayer grind. Obviously not from these guys, it's from the Moss Golems when I get there, but huge. I've preferred this task, and they seem super chill, so I'm quite happy to be here. But I have my 6 Starblooms that I got from the Vileblooms, which are preferred now, by the way. I don't know if I said, but now we have Starbloom growing, and I'm going to be picking my other herbs as I'm here, but I'm going to get these 6 planted, and I guess begin the grind and hope that I keep getting Vileplume tasks, because that's what I want. Okay, well, it's a sort of middle of the road update time. I've got some souls, I've got a few clues, and more importantly, I've got the
tetras. I wanted to open these because you can see my Slayer task over there. I've got demons. The plan is to do Calgarian demons, and I would like to have them as a DPS familiar for this whole grind. So 6 more souls to add. I got gargoyles, ascension members again. I'm not sure if it counts like that. Greater demons, hydric dragon, black demon, and risen ghost. I should get a bunch of XP for this. 5, 25, 6, 21, and 5. And the last one is 4. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fine. I'm going to open these really quickly. I can't open them here. Okay, I didn't know that. Extendo clip, go. That was.
Can you actually deathmark them?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Really?
I did it. Look at that. I got a Rev pet. I'm not sure which one that is. I've got the goblin unlocked now. I'm doing an undead task. I kind of wanted to do this just because for some reason I enjoy Revs. It's a bit of self-punishment, I suppose, but I actually do enjoy them. It'd be nice to get all the way down the pet line or get some of the armors that I could upgrade with the wilderness upgrade kits. Either way, just an update. Still slaying hard. 103, 900k rather, until a level. Right, we just keep blasting here. Well, that's a Vesta plate skirt. So I think if I use one of my wilderness upgrade kits on that one, it'll be tier 88 top and bottom for melee, because I already have the other one. I can't remember the name of it, but I do already have another one that I've already upgraded. Don't know if I've shown it in a video, but yeah, that's cool. That's another one. I don't know what I'm hoping for, maybe a Stadius Warhammer, but there's only 25 left on the task. Interestingly enough though, I have 2 souls for them here, but I just googled it on the wiki that apparently you can't put revs in your player on Slayer dungeon. If that's the case, is the whole point of this just to do the Pokedex and you can't use them? I would have no interest in actually putting them in and farming them there, because I'm pretty sure they need to be in the wilderness to actually access their drop table. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling. That's cool, we got something. Keep going. I wanted to bring back this clip because it just feels so interesting. I've been at these corrupted creatures for maybe 4 or 5 tasks, nothing. And every time I've been working my way down, I started with the Scarabs, got the soul. Went to the Scorpions on the same task, got the soul. Went to these guys on the same task, got the soul. So now the task's done, but I just got 3 souls from that. So let's see how many I've actually got right now. Tons. Absolutely tons. I guess I'll go hand these in. Alrighty, let's see what we've got here. We've got Tormented Demon, Corrupted Scorpion, Corrupted Lizard, Feral Dinosaur, Shadow Creature, Corrupted Scarab, and a Revenant. 20k, 22k, 22k, 23k, 22k, 18k, 18k. That's nuts. That's so much. Yeah, I'm about to hit 104. I've not had Vile Blooms since, so no more Star Bloom Seeds, but I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to get Vile Blooms. Fuck. Okay, fine. Well, okay, I'm in the middle of a task and I'm gonna just do a little voiceover. I've moved on to Eritz now. I've had a few more souls since we last spoke, and the best one I got was probably the Mammoth one, because it's a quick yet slow task. I don't really know how to describe it, but Mammoths are done, so I don't need to do those anymore. And I'm looking to use my Slayer points soon to upgrade the helmet a bit more, but there's 104 Slayer, which I believe gives me a new Vile Bloom, which doesn't matter because Laniakea does not give Vile Blooms anyway, despite me kind of asking for them nicely. Right, let's keep blasting on. I'm going to be switching to AFK for a little bit. There's a new game coming out soon that I'm going to be playing, so I'm going to have to find an AFK on the side. It's a little break from the Slayer grind. I don't know what AFK is yet. Hey, look, we got a soul on camera. Well, I guess Eritz are done. Yeah, I don't know what the AFK is yet, but I'm sure I'll let you know before the AFKing starts. Alright, one more final clip before the AFK, and I promise the AFK is not interesting. So I'm gonna get my little virtual level now. Now. There we go. That's 135 invention. My AFK of choice is going to be invention. Invention? No. Divination. I'm just going to do energies. Oh, look at that. 3,000 milestone. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I'm just gonna get energies. That just seems like a good use of my time. And I'm gonna be AFKing it really hard, so this is no must buzz. I'm probably not going to click onto the correct just everything. But yes, so I will see you when I see you. I have a lot of editing to do with all these clips, so we'll just have to see how that goes. In the last clip, I said I'm going to be editing? No, I can't speak. In the last clip, I said I was going to be doing divination as my AFK. That's not true. My AFK is going to be archaeology because this feels a bit more useful. I've already got like 50,000 energy. I'm fine. I might AFK energy at work, but when I'm online but AFK, I think I'm going to do archaeology. That's just your update. Yes, I hope you enjoyed episode 5. There was a lot of slaying, there was a lot of stuff that happened. Look, I'm gonna get a Hazelmere's. I did not. Just to give some context here, I am still doing Master Quest Cape requirements, so in the background you're gonna see me get 4 more. So one is doing the sacred, not barbarian points, so that's done. And I get 2 here, even though it only displays as 1. I'm getting all of the potion recipes for Mylar from all the dungeoneering we've been doing. It's been good. And lastly, this is the book from the Eritz. Just completed it. No big deal. Let's move on. Alright, this is a bit of a strange clip, but look at my inventory full of all this nonsense. I am able to hand in a ton of these from the 105 spot. And I know the reward is this replica Zerosian art. I don't care about that. I care about the bonus sort of chronotes, and I'm really hoping that this is maybe 3,000 I get. Let's see. You have nothing to contribute. Is it not that one? Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Oh, that was 5,000, was it? Oh, and now it's down to, I guess, half the price for it. But, I mean, spam, 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 spam. Look at that, 43k. Which takes us up to 210. That's not the only point of the clip. I also want to go into this. We'll do construction, we'll do crafting, we'll do herb lore, and finally we will do fire making. Why not? And I want to put this. Wait, will that be my level? Yeah, it will. Ta-da! 106 archaeology. I'll do what I've been doing. I'll probably go to the 106 spot here, get these artifacts done, get as many as I need for the logs, and then I'm going straight back to the 105 spot because I like that place. This has kind of been my AFK of choice whilst I was playing a different game, like I told you about in probably a clip or 2 ago. But yeah, we're cracking on with it. My duo and I are about to go do some DG. Just a couple large floors. He's not going to get 99 from it, but he'll get close. Yeah, there we go. There's another level, and the Slayer grind will resume shortly. Okay, I wanted to start this clip off a little differently, but it wouldn't have happened in the exact way I wanted it to. So if I gather this, that's 109 farming, but the actual point of this was to be showing that I'm harvesting star blooms. And I'm doing all 5 of the patches. I've not started this one because I kind of forgot it was a thing. But apparently this one here gives you more harvest, so I'm just going to keep working on this. I'm getting the flower seeds from Vile Blooms when I very, very rarely get them. But I'm still plugging away with the Slayer grind. But like I said in one of the clips previously, I'm still wanting to do some AFKs. So I've been doing archaeology, as you saw. And I'm hoping that I'm able to go get a mystery done so I'm able to access the 106 spot next, and then I can do that when I'm AFKing tonight playing the game. But yes, Star Bloom's going. It's going well, I suppose. I don't know how valuable 24 really is, but we're working on it, and I'll see you in the next clip, which will be something. I came in like a rexing ball. Well, here we go again with another one of these clips. Aspect of Seren full. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna put in 5 more souls. We've got the Mammoth Soul that I mentioned in the previous episode, Aerith, Mutated Judenko, Steel Dragon, and Ganodermic Beast. So 24k, 23, 21, 12, 23. Big. And also I asked somebody if I unlock this, if it goes on the cannons, and they said, you know, I can do this and then put it into my group storage, so the duo can use the uh-oh. Okay, that's an account upgrade. Nobody tell my duo I'm gonna get another one, no big deal. But yeah, 5 more souls, and I'm probably gonna go back to blasting some Slayer, because if I look at this, 500k off of 105, so we're 3 levels off. And I can't wait to start the Star Bloom grind. Right, I am doing this court case. I found it in my bank, and you know, there's a million T that I addressed in a previous episode. So I'm pretty sure I can't get more if I already have one in the bank, so I'm going ahead and doing this one. I've read a guide really, really poorly, but I don't know if this is going to work out, so I'm just going to zoom through this. Has he done it? Has he been successful? Not guilty. I am actually the best defense lawyer. Oh, can I click on these and get a whip? Wait, can I actually? Oh, am I done? Did I do it? Am I successful? Collect your reward from the clerk court. I get a reward? What do I get? Oh, sick. 6 diamonds and Herblore XP? Damn, I am really good at this game. For clip, I'm very tired right now after getting home from work, and last few Slayer tasks have been very active. And I got Aviantes. Of course I could do this faster by just standing outside and killing the little ones, but with this one I can have the hands off the keyboard and kind of just let it do its thing. So just an update on that. There's my log. I'm still missing the helmet and the hilt. The hilt mitt. That was dumb. I should cut that out. And obviously the pet. There's nothing here I'm really hoping for and or want, but you know, I'm here. Just an update. Just finished my Soul Devourers task. I actually kind of enjoy them. I like having corrupted creatures and Soul Devourers for the chance of the Kopesh / corrupted gem. But I managed to do the 350th task there, so now I'm up to 980 Slayer points, and I'm actually going to do something with this, which is going to be one of these. It says no suitable helm. Now, I don't know if that means I have to go grab it off the rack, so I'm actually going to do that, and then I'll come back. Let's try this again. I have my Slayer helmet in my inventory now, so now hopefully I'm able to talk to her, and it's still no suitable helmet. I don't understand if that's the one I'm wanting. Why can I not do any of these? Upgrade the stats of 1 full Slayer helmet. Chosen helmet must be worn to be eligible for upgrade. What if I wear it? Aha! Now I can. Okay, well, let's upgrade that. It's been reinforced. And do that one. I don't want to do the 600.1 right now, but there we go. Your helmet has been upgraded to a strong Slayer helmet. If you need to upgrade another Slayer helmet to this tier, you will now be able to do so for a smaller charge. Well, we've got this one now, which I don't really know what it does. I think it's a few more percent. But whilst I've got you here, let's grab a task. 351. Abyssal Demons. Now, am I able to go to Abyssal Beasts with that? I mean, I guess if you see me there, that means yes. Yes, I can do them. Now you know. This is not the same Abyssal Beast task. I got it again, but I'm actually just bringing you back for a level in Invention.
Kaboom. And I actually came away from this because I was level 12, and I bet you my spot's been taken. This place is just like being at Vyres, and it's just impossible to get a world. So let's see. Let's do this together. Let's walk here. Is that guy gonna try and take it? Peanut. Let's see. Please don't be taken. Please don't be taken. Okay, amazing. I'm just gonna go back to doing exactly what I was doing, which is, nope, this and this one. So I'm doing this with the ectoplasmator, and I'm doing it with the split dragon tooth necklace, so I never have to leave. I love this place. These are my favorite tasks now, I think. This is the same task from the previous clip, and before you say anything, yes, I know I'm not overloaded. That's because I'm right at the end of the task. It's only 10 more kills, so I'm not going to stress about it. But I wanted to capture that 113 necromancy coming in. I am loving this task. I'm still waiting to get my Ushabti Pokédex soul for these, but even if I get them, I'm still going to do this task. 1, I want the Jaws of the Abyss. 2, this task is just great. Look at the supplies. Look at the Grenwall spikes. That's the most important part here. Grenwall spikes. I finally have a source of them. Ooh, yeah, still blasting. We're about a third of the way through 105 Slayer, so 106 Slayer is going to be a little while away still, but cool. Okay, small little clip, I suppose. As you can see over on the side, I've got Ascension members. I'm actually going to go through my keys. I've got these 12 plus 16 and more in the bank, so 28 kills, and I'll just do the rest actually at the task. This is mainly just for a bit of fun, a little bit of difference. You might see a clip if I get a signet, but that's kind of about it. Yeah, that about sums that up, huh? I get the keystone back as well. Neat.
You should do this. Really?
Oh, hey, cool. That's actually a decently rare drop, I'm pretty sure. Hey! Range legs.
Not bad.
Well, I mean, I should be coming up to a Slayer level probably somewhere here really shortly. Probably not off this imp if I were to... Never mind, I guess it's off this imp. That's 106 Slayer. I'm still at rev. Well, I say still at revs. I'm back at revs is more apt. But we've unlocked a new Lost Grove creature, which I think is good because I'm pretty sure I already got my soul from the Vine Crawler. So I'll move on to these guys. And again, it still comes with the chance of getting the Cinderbanes or the Ritual Scroll or any of those good stuff. But now we're only 2 levels away from the Moss Golems, which, remember, is the point of this grind. No nothing for you. Oh shit. Bro, what? I wasn't even at the keyboard for that. And also, what just happened there? 5? Ooh, okay, I got the drop. Check me out. I'm pretty good.
What's it called? RCS.
I just typed in OSS. What is that? Slayer combination of 2,000. Okay, right. So that's half the rate of the corrupted gem and quarter. No, I don't know. Half the rate of the corrupted gem. I've been going hard with the Slayer grind. Nothing's really happened since the last clip with it. I'm about 800 now, more like 900k away from 107 Slayer, but I've had an urge to do something considering the combat updates coming out. So I'm going to reattune this portal, and I'm going to go down to Araxor. I'm not going to hard do this. I'm going to do a few kills here and there. To be honest, I might actually go refresh the Reaper task, and I'll set myself up with Araxor. It would be nice to have a scythe, but again, I'm not going to go hardcore into this. I'm just going to do some for fun, probably get frustrated and quit, and go back to the safety of Slayer. Kinda blapping him now, though. Probably should have put penance on. I can't wait to get Mirror back, and that's going to be such a good clip. I'm going to do the thing where I just run to the end. This skull just seems so risky. I don't know how many minions are there. Bullshit. Okay, I think I'm gonna kill all the minions first because that kind of pissed me off. Did I bring? Oh, I did bring. Less than 5 minutes solo. I mean, yeah, okay. I'll bank that. It's overloads. We go again. Hey, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Beavers. Oh, fair enough. I mean, oh, that's actually a collection log. I didn't really. Well, I should have realized that. Oh well. 2 more. I think 2 more. Yeah, 2 more on the task, but then I'm jumping back to what I was doing. Whoa, another peepers! By a whole second that time. I got a web breaker without taking damage from the cocoon. How about that? And a Triskelion key. Right, 1 more, and then we go back. I have lots of minions coming into this phase. Sense of Death. I think it's 10 minions I've got coming in. I'm not ready. And no, I don't want to overload if this is going to be the last kill. I'm going to do it with dunno. I'm a baby. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, we switch. We switch. We switch. Oh yeah. 6, 6, 6. And then do that 6 devotion. Oh, shit. Switch back. Switch back. Eh? That. And it's range prayer. Magic. Range. Oh, yeah. Not to say I'm the best, but I'm an actual gamer. Did you see that mirror back? I didn't get clapped by it. Didn't get rewarded, but didn't get clapped by it. Okay, I'm gonna go get a Slayer task and continue on. If you have a look at my Reaper points, we're almost at 1,000. I think it's 600 for the next upgrade, but I want to have a little bit of a buffer. But yeah, cool, we did some rack skills. Well, as you can see here, over 1,000 Slayer points. I've got my Vileblooms task, love it. And I've got my Slayer helmet on. It seems to be the only way I can upgrade this. So 600 points and I can upgrade this one again. And then last, so now I have a Mighty Slayer helmet. That was my nickname in high school. Mighty Slayer helmet, just saying.
What?
1,000 points and then they're all complete. But obviously I need to save some Slayer points to buy more Pokedex things. And be able to use, I mean, I've unlocked Glaciers because I'm wanting the soul. I think after I get that, I'll move on to maybe Nihils or Nightmare Creatures. I just want to complete the Pokedex, and I've still got other stuff I need to learn in here, but we'll get there. Yes, so Slayer Helmet is upgraded. I will take this and go ahead and put that back on here. Yep, thank you. And now I'm gonna crack on with the Vileblooms task. Oh, well, I got a range level. I wasn't actually expecting that to come in, even though I had my eye on it a while ago. But yeah, 100 range, that's it. The Rune Dragons, I still don't have the soul here. Getting one of those boot upgrades would be pretty cool to see. Obviously I don't have the boots, but I have unlocked Glaciers now, so one day, you never know. It could be an interesting clip, but there we go, a range level. Very rare. Oh, for fuck's sake, I wasn't... I didn't even know that one was coming in. This is the same task. You would think that I would be more prepared for this, but nope. 107 Slayer, which gives us access to the next Soul Devourer, which is good because I already have the soul from the first one, and it's more Kopesh / Corrupted Gem chances. So, yeah, there we go. 107 Slayer. One more until we unlock Moss Golems.
Well, I did get another one, so that's cool. I'm finishing my task here. I was about to record a clip anyway, because I'm gonna get a hit points level. So I'm actually gonna keep you here for the entire time. A second Jaws of the Abyss is great because now the duo can have one. I gotta say thanks to these people. But yes, like I was saying, it's good for the duo because now we have 2 melee helms, and again, like I was saying, with the combat update coming around, maybe melee. Melee would actually be my preferred choice of combat style. I hate Necro, I'm bored of it, it's just used all the time, but obviously, kind of have to use it. It's by far our best gear, and it's by far the easiest. Look at this, I'm not touching the keyboard. The last Abyssal Beast clips I did in the last episode had me going AFK, talking to my cat, and coming back and having the Jaws. At least this time I was here. But yeah. Okay, one more kill and then I'll let you go. Wait, there it is. With 109 hit points. It's just a virtual level, right? It's not really helping us out. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep carrying on. Well, if you're wondering why I'm here, number 1 is for that virtual magic level, but number 2, I'm still missing the soul for Ice Strike Worms, and I realize they're terrible. And as soon as I have the soul, I mean, I'm never coming back. But that's another virtual level to add to it. Ready for that combat update. Oh, what the fuck? That's the melee one, that's the one I actually wanted. Easy game!
Get me a drop.
Pet.
Oh my fucking god.
And that. Oh, you just ruined my pet drop.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, it's spooned again. Right, so I've actually switched the Slayer idea, or ideology. My approach here is to doing Mandrith as a Slayer Master this time. Mainly because one is just wilderness tasks, and I kind of want to see what that's going to be like, because I want to get more brawlers, which will help me, which will help my duo, and I kind of want a bit of a difference, because I've kind of done all I can with Laniakea. So right now it's a massive Gargoyles task, which I think is going to be better XP. The drops don't seem any better, but I'm kind of just going to roll with this for a little bit and kind of see how it plays out, because getting one of those tier 87 weapons would be cool, specifically the staff, but you know, it's a 1 in 90 chance, I think, if I'm reading this correctly, which I very much might not be. But we'll see. Okay, so that's one task done, and now we have this chest. I think I'm going to do that thing where I'm going to stack those up. Say I'm going to stack like 100 or something, but realistically stack 5, open it, get disappointed, and then move on and do something else. But this is more just a contingency plan, a moment where I'm saying I'm going to do something, but realistically I'm probably not going to do that thing. Okay, so I don't know what an Ash Lord is. I know what the greater demon berserkers are, because I know there was that cheese for doing that early game, because you could safe spot them or something. But this is going to be a Google, because again, not a clue what these are. And also, I don't know if the demon berserkers have a separate soul. I doubt it. But, I mean, I guess we'll try it. I can hover over this. Yeah, it doesn't say I need the soul, so I guess I don't need the soul. It'll probably be a mid-task clip where I get a Necro level. It's looking like that's going to happen. But yeah, let's go get the second chest. Found them, and they don't seem to have a difference between the Greater Demon ones and then the Ash Lord ones, so I'm just killing whatever. But they give an absolute fuckload of XP. See, right there. 114 in. I haven't actually checked how much Slayer XP it's needed for a level. Well, still 1.9 mil, that's ages. But the next level is the Moss Golem level. And like I said, I already have the souls for these, so there's nothing really to keep track of there. It's just pushing on. Alright, so obviously with one of the descriptions on one of the videos, I was talking about how I missed a couple weeks for different reasons. Don't want to get into that. But whilst I was away, I was still able to do a little bit of AFK stuff on the phone. So the first thing I want to look at is I ran around and did a bunch of the lower level souls. So we're up to 62. So the Pokedex is looking good. It's not really going to increase too much now because I've pretty much got most of the tasks done. So there might be a few here and there, but I kind of have to go out of my way to finish this. I also started making some urns because I got 102 mining, so I started making these exquisite ones using the banner boost for crafting. I haven't finished them because mainly can't really be bothered, but I don't plan on doing mining anytime soon, but when I do, I'll finish that. We got up to 105 herblore, which was good for something. I think it was Vuln bombs, maybe? But I have a ton of overloads ready to make whatever I want to make with them. And I did some energies. This is a smaller stack than I had because I did some charges. I've made 60 charges, I've done a bunch of porters, that kind of thing, and quite a few levels. So, in terms of levels, like I just said, 102 mining was in, 100 crafting was in, 105 herblore. Got a few archaeology levels, and I think a dungeoneering level, and maybe an invention? Maybe. That one's a maybe. But, yeah, so still kind of closing in on 3,000 total. Obviously, 26 levels is going to take a while, but going to keep going with that. Right, that's the Greater Demon Berserker task done, so I got another chest. The task was kind of crap because I had to bank mid-task. They're very slow and they hit really hard, especially if you get 2 or 3 of them on you. But we're going to keep going, let's see what we can get next, because he doesn't come with a block list. I don't actually have the Glacior soul, so this is actually what we're going to do. I might regret this because I don't really remember how to kill them. And also, I didn't realize you get Reaper points from doing Mandrith tasks. I mean, it's 1 Reaper point, it's pretty irrelevant, but I guess that's interesting. And this is just a middle of the video, quick reminder, if you're enjoying this, if you're still here, if you're still listening, subscribe, that would be cool if you're enjoying the content. But yeah, let's go crack on with Glaciors. Okay, you know what? Looking back, I want to get the soul for these very quickly and not do them again. This is so slow, having to go back and forth every time, kill those minions because it goes invincible. It's annoying because I can't really AFK, which I feel like isn't a viable complaint, but here we are. I'm gonna get the soul this task and then we're done. Got the soul. I'm gonna finish the task, I think, because, no, I've got a reason. I do have a reason. There's gotta be a reason to finish this task. I could get the boots, I guess, collection log, but the soul's done. I'm happy. Tick counter up. I think that's soul number 63. Okay, see, with these, they're just so slow. I think this task is going to take over half an hour, and it was only 6 of them. It's going to take longer, but here's kind of what I'm doing. I'm getting them to half, coming over here, stepping back a bit, doing my threads, popping them all, and then kind of just running back. But I'm going to be skipping this task from now on. I know I'm going to lose potentially a lot of Slayer points doing this because I don't know what the weighting on Glaciors is, and Mandrith doesn't let you block stuff because he's just kind of a dick like that. But we'll be skipping them because at least I got the soul. I got spooned on that. I'm happy with that. So, gotta keep blasting. Task is done. Hated it. Got my chest though, so that's what did I say originally? I was going to get 100 but give up at 10. I'm still going, I've not given up. Getting headless arrows though was pretty good. Big fan of that. Everything else, all the drops suck. So we're gonna get another, no, wait, why am I here? This is not where I want to be. I want to be at Mandrith. I'm just kind of hoping to get brawlers. I think that's why I'm doing this, without admitting it. Oh, I don't want to do either of these. They're both slow and terrible. We're gonna skip. Let's see. Assignment, cancel. If I end up skipping, say 2 or 3 in a row, I'm done with Mandrith. Glaciors or Ripper Demons. I'm not. I should really do Ripper Demons. Let's try Rippers. We'll see how that goes. But I'm actually gonna leave Slayer alone for right now because I'm going to go do my month. Right. Okay. So this is my 3rd attempt at trying to record this clip because of various different issues. So, I've started doing my monthlies. I started off with Troll Invasion, brought my range gear in there, forgot ammo, so I wasn't able to do it, but apparently me going in and leaving counted as me doing that monthly. So that monthly was just wasted, so I probably lost 70k archaeology XP? So now I'm doing my statues, but instead, I'm going to have my partner do this. And she knows roughly what's going on here, so I'm going to start this, so she knows kind of the rules of what's going on here. I'm not showing her what I'm clicking here, but she knows now there's 21 to do. There's 5 max, but it's 3 lowest.
I'm so bad at math.
So she knows how to do this, so she's gonna go. But talk us through the thought process.
Okay, so 1 is the lowest, 5 is
No, 3 is the lowest.
Where? Oh, 3 is the lowest, 5 is the highest.
And you need 21. So it's going to be a ton.
Okay.
So spam click.
So 5, we got
So all of them need to be at least
10. Yeah. 13. 16.
3. 17.
17.
There you go, click the face. Oh no, that was
no,
fine.
Sorry.
Click the face and we'll see. Okay, so 2 were right, 3 were wrong.
Okay, this needs to be lower. This needs
The first one's wrong too. Oh, see, look at that. What was that, second try? And now, now click on the statue and get in my character. She nailed that, and I would love to say that was her first attempt, but
Okay, we can lie. We can lie.
it was the
her
second
first attempt.
but we did it. Congratulations.
You're a bit liar.
2 monthly reset tokens. I'm going to reset Oyster and Effigies as you should do.
And, well, I mean, we got a fort, so let's just grab that fort right now. I can't, never mind then. And then go into this. Oh, wait a minute. Pause. This daily, monthly is just OP. Oh, no way. Really? Okay. Next reset. Alright, let's feed this guy now. Feed him this, yes. Feed him that, yes. And we will reset the oyster. Yes, I'm sure. And let's look in it. Just a second for it. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. But just quickly, whilst I've got you here, because I was 4k off that level, there we go, 100 fishing. Right, and I guess I will see you at the end of Effigy Incubator, I suppose. Right, okay, Effigy Incubator done. I think I just learned something. I think if you have some effigies ready to turn into the incubator when the timer runs out, you're still allowed to put it in. So I feel like every time I've done this, potentially I've missed out on some effigies, but we got 41. I think I'm going to use these for rune crafting. You know, this was originally the goal, what, like 4 episodes ago? Get 108, get moss golems, get star bloom, do crafting to get rune crafting urns to do rune crafting. That plan might deviate, I don't know. But we're still sitting on the Ripper Demon's task. I think what I want to actually go do is maybe some Iraqs or get my ass handed to me by a big spider, get nothing for it, and walk away defeated and go kill a Ripper Demon. And then die to that, then give up and go back to Lania KO. That's kind of how I'm viewing this. Okay, first kill back at the big spider. That did not go great, but I mean, we got money. Money. Ooh, Peepers. Peepers. Never lucky. Okay, well, I didn't die on that last kill. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's the end of that Reaper assignment. I got my 4 kills. I got absolutely nothing to show for it. Well, the wood spirits are quite cool, I guess. But yeah, now it's back to the Slayer grind and going to get my ass handed to me by Ripper Demons. I'm going to take quite a few binding contracts and build up my stack of those, but I have pretty much run out of my Holy Overload, so I'm actually going to sit and make some of those. I don't know how many, maybe I'll aim for 30 or 40? We'll have to see. I'll show you when I come back with them made, though. Okay, well, I was AFKing, sort of. Well, not AFKing, just passively doing it. I had stopped paying attention. I think I said 30 or 40 I wanted to end with. Yeah, so I have 96 now. Well, that's going to last a while. I guess I'm going to get my gear back together and go back to the Ripper Demon. I want to try melee, though, mainly because I want to save Ecto and runes and all that stuff. If it goes badly, I'll switch back to Necro, but I'm going to give it a shot. See, I'm doing the melee thing now, and it's kind of hurting, but this is doable, plus it's saving me a bunch of materials on things. So I think this ultimately is a win. I just need to prioritize the inventory a bit more. But as you can see, I've got the binding contracts, and I'm going to build up these, give it to the duo so you can do stuff like, what's he called? Urziel? Raziel. So he can do stuff like Raziel. These will help him out. But yeah, it's going quite well. Right, so this is going to be the last kill of this Ripper Demon task. It went so much better the moment I put Vampirism on. Like, it's a night and day difference. I haven't got the soul, which means it's not the end of... Oh, shit. Left that chest on the ground. It's not the end of Ripper Demons, I'm afraid. But I'm pretty much out of binding contracts, so I'm going to have to get more, I suppose. But, ooh. I think I actually want to do Soul Gazers. I think that's going to be the play. I think they're pretty good with range, but obviously I should probably use Necro. I'm going to give it some different shots, but yeah, I'm going to move on to those next. Well, I can officially say Soul Gazers suck. At least if you did them in that Zamorak hideout, you have the chance of getting those elite spawns, and maybe that's an increased chance of getting a soul, but here it's just terrible. The drops are shit, and I have to run around constantly, so I can't use aggro potions. And it just takes forever. The task was huge. So what was this, like 160 or something I had to do? If I get the soul on the task, I'll stop complaining, but if I don't, well, I'm gonna keep complaining. So it turns out I may have been wrong about the whole can't spawn elites out in the wilderness thing. Turns out that's a thing. So maybe this is gonna give me some super duper I'm dying here. Why am I dying? I shouldn't be dying. I may as well just keep this clip running and see what it drops. Because, I mean, a Hex Hunter bow would be cool. I don't think I would ever use it, but it would be cool. Now watch as I get those. Never mind, clip's done. So, obviously, now you can probably see we're doing Ice Strike Worms, and they're terrible tasks. They have terrible draws, they have terrible XP, but if I hover over this, I've not got the soul here. I need it for the Pokedex. Once I have it, I was about to say maybe I'll start skipping it, but honestly, probably not. It's chill. It's not very good, but it's chill. I think the main issue here is it's single target. Like, you can't AoE this at all. So I'll get the soul, maybe get a few more staffs of light just for shits and giggles, but I don't need it. I just want the soul. We've got two different points going on here. One, I'm hitting task 400, but as you can see, I'm at Laniakea. That's because if I use this one lamp, use this on Slayer, just like that, we get 108 Slayer. And now, if you recall why this is important, it's because if I go into here, click onto this, we've unlocked Moss Golems. That's what this was all for, and obviously I'm not going to get Moss Golems doing Mandris Slayer, so I guess we're done at 9. There's a chance we can get the magic staff from this, or I guess a chance for the melee weapon. The only one I don't want is the bow, but that's a 1 in 90 and I've only got 9, so let's just see what happens here. Dragon Trinkets, Dragon Trinkets, Dragon Trinkets. Lucky Charms. Crystals. Lucky Charm. Lucky Charm. Lucky Charm. Well, I don't know what any of these are, but there we go. I guess I'm going to... Well, I've got you here. Let's see if I can get my Lost Grove creatures. I did not. Ooh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I've already got both these souls. Let's do Risen Ghosts. Okay, off we go. Well, we finished some Slayer stuff. Obviously, we just finished what I was the last task, but I feel like getting an Invention level, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That's 139 Invention. See, now I'm torn though. I have the option to go to Moss Golems and just kill them off task, or I could sit there and reset task and try and get the task. I'm conflicted because really I just want Starbloom Seeds, but I've kind of been getting in the mood of this whole Slayer thing. So I might go there, might try a few kills, kind of see what happens. You know, maybe spend half an hour there off task and just kind of see. But yeah, so I guess I'll show you when I get there, unless it goes really poorly. Okay, I'll tell you what. I did the 5 minutes at Moss Golems. You saw me doing it. Obviously, I didn't do the massive AFK, sit on the hill stuff. I do not have the setup to be able to pull that off. So it was pretty slow, and in 5 minutes, a full overload dose, I got 2 Starbloom seeds. Not thrilled about that. So I'm actually going to go in here and use the Starbloom that I have already. May as well. Let's just make a full set. It's like the whole smithing thing, right? So if I check in the bank and see how much I've actually got, I'm going to figure out how this whole crafting thing works. And I have 1500. That seems pretty good. We will overwrite 7. I don't know what 7 is. What do I do? Do I start on the drafting table? No, probably the loom. Is it the loom? Starbloom cloth, Starbloom thread. How do I make thread? Starbloom thread. If I was Starbloom thread, where would one make this? It's not. Oh, spinning wheel. That makes sense. Starbloom thread. Make this. And see. Okay, I guess I'll come back when I've turned all this into thread, I suppose. Okay, so I've got 1500 Starbloom thread now. Do I go to this table? Now can I do this? No. Can I do the loom thing now? Is this the massive AFK? Starbloom cloth, 60. Okay, I guess this is just a Giga AFK then. Alrighty. Okay, right. I've been left with 1 Starbloom thread, which is kind of annoying. But let's see what we do with the cloth. Is it this now? Is it? Oh, what do I do next? Design pattern table? Yes. Okay, so this is where you start doing the +5 stuff. I guess I will start with the hat and just kind of go from there. Alright, cool, let's do it. Alright, so I finished 1 piece of this gear, so I've done the hat now. If I didn't have my stuff hidden or keepsaked or wardrobed or whatever, I would show it, but that's 1 piece done. I'm just going to keep going and finish the whole thing, I think. Okay, so I've +5'd everything. Now, I believe I would go over to this. Adorn? I don't know if this... Is this like burial set, I guess? Adorn? Yeah, right, so where do... Oh, I just do it here. Okay, well, I'm going to do this then. And that'll be the end of our tier 99 armor, but, I mean, I'll be back in just a minute when it comes to getting 101 crafting. Well, we've got this here. Obviously, I've not finished adorning this, I believe is the term, but we're coming up for that crafting level that I was talking about, probably in 4 more. But I've activated my wisdom aura down here, so I kind of want to do something with that. I think what I'm going to do is go make all my damaged artifacts next, and then maybe just jump into Slayer again? I don't know, because getting to the runecrafting urns, which was originally the plan, seems so far away. And I was kind of enjoying slaying, so maybe I'll just keep rolling with that for a little bit, continue with the Pokedex grind, all that stuff. But yep, that's 101 crafting in. Sick. I'll tell you what though, this task sucks with dinosaurs. I thought about doing the matriarchs, but I want the Pokedex thing. So we're going to do that, and like I said, it's because I'm still on the Wisdom Aura, so I want to blast this out. And I want to show you that I'm going to go to Moss Golems for real this time. No, I'm not. Although, I think I'm missing 1 drop from Eretz. Let's see. If we do this together, that's the wrong page. If we do this together, Slayer kills, collection log. What would they come under? Fremenic? Nope. What would they... This. Nope. This. Nope. This. Nope. This. This? This. This? Nope. This? Nope. This? Nope. This? Nope. This? Kandarin, aha! We're missing the headpiece, and then we'll pretty much be done with them, unless I want to stick around and go for the Razorbacks. But, meh. We'll see. Did not get the mask piece, did not get the gauntlets, whatever. I mean, you could do this in the Wildy. I think I will do this in the Wildy. Okay. I thought I'd bring you back for this little clip. I kinda needed a bit of AFK time, and I chose woodcutting, and we got 100 woodcutting there. Which means I might move on to trying figuring out how to make this super hatchet. I think that will be my play. Yeah, that's probably gonna be what happens next. Sick.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have another level coming in here. It's just been from a crazy amount of AFK in the background. So this is going to be 110 archaeology, which leads me to my next spot, which is 2 different places at 110, which is nice. It's going to be a bit of a change of scenery. It's all in preparation for 113 archaeology, when I can do all these collections at the same time and just have unlimited chronotes, probably. But yeah, so that's 110. I'm setting aside Saturday, which is in 2 days, as my sort of editing day. So I've got another day of clips, blah blah blah, come together, and just kind of see how much or behind I am in these tasks. But 110 achieved, onwards. That's a Pokedex entry right there. That's the Profane Scabberites. As you can see, I am back to slaying. I finished my editing. It took about 4 or 5 hours, and hopefully that was noticed. In the last video, I did put a lot more effort into that, and I want to maintain that going forward. But yep, there's another Pokedex entry. I believe that's number 64. Well, hey, look at that. Creatures of the Lost Grove. It's time for my first Moss Golems on a task. Obviously, I tried them a little bit and wasn't super impressed, and I can't do the crazy AFK method. But, you know, maybe I can get some gloves, but more realistically, maybe I can get some seeds. That's really what I'm hoping for, seeds, and there's the potential for a back-to-back task of a Pokedex entry. Well, I mean, we're closing in on the end of the task now, and you can see my inventory. I'm actually a little disappointed, because what was that, 117 Moss Golems? I got 6 Starbloom Seeds, 1 Torn Prayer Skull, and obviously I didn't get my Pokedex entry. I'm really quite disheartened, because, you know, I was doing all this grinding to get to these guys for the sake of these seeds, but unless you can do the full AFK up there, I don't really see a world where I can get enough to sustain doing this long term. So what I'm thinking is, the plan moving forward, I'm gonna do Laniakea's task now, do the one after for 410, and maybe every 9 tasks I'll go down Slayer Masters and try and get some more Pokedex entries, just for a bit of fun, just for a bit of completion. Well, I mean, I knew these dropped Visages, but now we have one. I guess it goes in the bank just as a stack, or I could elk it for $500,000. Oh well. Cool drop nonetheless. Always nice to see those. And look at that, my duo just got 96 agility. Definitely from dailies and or weeklies. Okay, so before we start task 410, which is Lava Strike Worms, and I do not have the soul yet, despite doing loads, I figured let's go ahead and get a little level. So that's 140 invention, which is pretty cool to have. Is that 50 mil XP yet? No, the next siphon set will be. Yeah, my Serenic's gonna die soon. 10% and 20%. I'm really sad about this. I don't remember how the hell I got enough scales to make this in the first place, but I guess I don't need to worry about that for too much longer because it's gonna explode. Probably the rarest drop I've ever had. Obviously I can't do anything with that. I was just looking at the drop rates before that. I'll put them up on the screen now and editing, but what the fuck? Okay, now to get the other 3 pieces? Oh my god, I've had every seed that isn't the right one. That's fine, that's fucking fine. So, for starters, I'm loving this new daily weekly scape thing, Overdone. I'm gonna do the things like I'm gonna buy the white berries, I'm gonna buy the potato cactus, there's probably others. I'm not that interested in runes because as you've seen, the rune crafting level's really getting up there. Not long to go at all, and I think I do kind of want to finish this. But what I actually want to do first of all, is make that dark core thing. So I believe, if I'm remembering, we need 10 onyxes. We need the dark core, not both. We need the dark core, onyx. This was the part I was nervous about. I'm gonna get it all prepared first. Okay, this is the part I was nervous about. Because to make this, if I go there, I need the Saren components, which I've heard you get from the crystal weapons. Obviously, this is my only magic weapon right now, and I know it's level 12. It's kind of a waste, but I should get at least 7. Please, 12 Saren Oh, okay. 141 invention as well. I definitely knew that was coming in, but now's the moment. Dark Facet of Grace. Oh, it didn't even use the Grace of the Elves. I just assumed it would. Oh, I need to imbue it. This will consuming the item, yes. I see. So now this one's super giga upgraded. And does it use the same spot? It does. Alright, cool. Obviously I'm gonna work towards getting the Luck of the Dwarves one done, but that doesn't need to happen yet. But there we go, we have a Dark Facet, we've got that. Obviously I've stopped with the Slayer, and actually, now that I say that out loud, I've stopped with the Slayer. This is gonna be a long clip. Let's just carry on. Who knows what's gonna come at it? Brawlers, some money. Metallic Dragon Trinkets. Decimation. Wait, that's not good anymore. Crap. Well, I got Decimation. Oh, that's so bad because I have Gloom Firebow. Okay. Right, cool opening. I guess it's back to runecrafting, or I'll do weeklies first, I'm not sure. Oh, thank the Lord. There we go. That's all 4 pieces of this. So I can restore this archaeology potion and I can read it to learn it. So I've learned that archaeology potion now, which is the whole reason I'm here. And the main reason is because I'll get to 111 and I might just sit there with the potion and just boost up for that 113 spot. I can't remember if I did or didn't mention that in a clip. But yes, I've been there a while. Enjoying this upgraded Grace of the Elves. Been loving the 2000 charges, but recipe unlocked. Well, I did all the damage artifacts in my bank. I thought I would get the level, had a clip ready to go, had to delete the clip because I was 19k off of it, and I don't actually have any damage artifacts I can make, so I decided to use 4 of my penguin points to just do that. That's 111 archaeology, which I believe gives me, it only gives me 1 more spot, so I'll obviously do this. I'll finish whatever logs I need for that, and then I'll consider the idea of doing the potion boosting. Might work out, might not. We'll only know by testing it, right? Okay, I just wanted to make a little clip here. I checked with my large rune pouch if I could put it in the group storage, and I can. And I don't really see a use for 2, at least for my level. So what I'm gonna do is make another pouch, just like that, and give this to my duo. He can have a green one though. And I'm gonna go in here and pop it in. And he did get his arrow bow not long ago. We're starting to organize our dinosaurs, which is why I've been pushing farming a little bit more. And he got another pair of thieving gloves, which I guess I could use for 200 mil if I feel like it. But yeah, that's made. Alright, so in the background, you're just gonna see a couple of little clips about my duo doing his magic training, and ultimately he got a magic pet, and it's gonna be followed up by what happened here, and you can hear him in the background. Hey!
Night magic!
There we go. 110 runecrafting. Oh. That didn't take long. It really didn't take long at all. That was like 1.3 mil an hour or so. But we managed to go through. Gotta say, thanks to these guys. Yeah, I've had 2 schools of thought. One is Slayer, at least for 110. Should be easy enough to do. Another is fletching, so I can theoretically make that masterwork staff. At least the smaller version. I'm unsure. I don't know. I'd look into it. And the last thing is doing preparation for Hunter, because as I speak right now, today is Wednesday, or is today Thursday? Today's Thursday. Thursday now, because it's just 1 minute past midnight. The Hunter update, the Heaven Height, whatever it's called, comes out on the following Monday, and it would be nice to have Hunter prepared, ready for that. But yeah, cool. 110 rune crafting done. There was a lot of that in this episode. Oh, and just to mention, there we go, that's my runes from 99 to 110, essentially. I'm going to put the screenshots up I have of the starting runes, the 105 runes, and 110. It's not actually as exceptional as I thought it would be, but nearly 60,000 time runes is kind of wild. 30,000 laws, 32,000 natures. Sick. Okay, just whilst I've got you in the middle of the episode, I just wanted to pop in here and say if you're liking the video and you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. Otherwise, keep enjoying the episode. But I just got the Reef Walker cape finished, which is, again, I'm pretty sure just finishing that is what the Master Quest cape requirement was. So now I need to decide what I want to move on to next. It's not that page, it's not that page. I'm not sure what page this is. It's here. I'm not sure what to do next. I don't care about that. I guess I go back to finishing Death Lotus because I've already got 2 of them, so may as well. I think it'll be Sea Singers probably after that. Okay, well, I'm making some charges, as you can see. I've been going on with Slayer. I'm still doing Wilderness Slayer. I'm low-key hoping I can pull off getting the magic staff instead of that decimation. That's really not what I wanted to get. We're on task 3, so I've only got 2 chests saved up in the bank right now. But I'm a little over 2 million into the level, and again, I'll probably stop after 110 and move on to something different, mainly because I still have Hunter in the back of my mind, which potentially means getting a ton of urns saved up for that, but we'll see. In the meantime, cracking on with Slayer. The issue here is I'm not sure there's going to be too many clips. Nothing really interesting happens in Wilderness Slayer. I actually can think of a little clip to put in here. I was just looking at my Slayer points there, and I wanted a bit of a buffer, but I feel like I now have this buffer. So after this task, assuming I remember, I'm gonna go get that final upgrade of the Slayer helmet.
Nope.
And then I guess all the points go to the Pokedex things and or having a tiny buffer, like I mentioned, for getting really scary tasks. Yeah, another clip still here, not killed them anymore. I think I'm actually going to keep this Calgarian second soul. I think I might go for 5 souls, because I'm thinking way down the road I know that there's those requirements, and I'm pretty sure having 5 of them in an enclosed space might be better when and if that time comes to grind that. So I'm actually going to hang on to this. So I got Demon Slayer gloves, and I'm pretty sure there's a ton more. Like if I go into here, can I even look in the collection log Yeah, I can. Alright, bear with. I'm gonna try and find this. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but my cat's going nuts. I actually forget finding this. It's the second pair of Demon Slayer gloves. Annoying. Aha, Demon Slayer crossbow. Right, that's what you get, complaining gain. So, that's 2 pieces. And I was just looking, because I found actually what I was looking for. If I go into the Slayer creature kills, then the collection log, then Daemonheim. So yeah, there's all these Demon Slayer pieces. And I got 2 gloves, but I mean I did just basically get a back-to-back Demon Slayer thing. So now I can't complain. I really can't complain. Just a commendation is what I'm really hoping for. This is a joke. This is actually a joke. Another offhand Slayer bow? Okay, 1, these aren't very common, I'm pretty sure. And 2, how did I get a dupe again? How? Now. Okay, I'm either A, getting spooned to oblivion, or B, maybe these aren't actually as rare as I thought they were. Because realistically, I'm not keeping these in my bank. These are going to be disassemble. I'm going to look very quickly after this task, because now in my head I'm thinking there actually is a master clue step, somewhat relating to Demon Slayer stuff. So I'll need to check that. I got 5 Demon Slayer pieces, and according to the wiki, it's a 2 in 256 chance to get any of the items. I got 5 on a task of 118. That's wild. And secondly, I was looking into the clue requirements, which I had in the back of my mind. It's the Demon Slayer gloves you need, nothing else, which is amazing because, well, I have 2 of them.
So now I'll be ready for that master thing. We've got Abyssal Demons now, which I guess I'm going to do at the Savages because I don't have their soul yet, and it would be nice to get that done. And now that I'm talking out loud, I actually forgot to do the Slayer helmet upgrade, so we're actually going to go do that first. Okay, well, I've got my Slayer helmet on now, so I can go into the rewards. 1,000 Slayer points, this is going to hurt, but you must have a corrupted gem. Oh, okay, I didn't know that part. Huh. Well, okay, nothing more I can do. I'm gonna just get 10 more Ushtabtis. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put this back onto the stand, and get on with the Abyssal Savages. Well, that didn't take long. We have the soul now. These kind of hurt more than I remember. They're just so crazy AFK. Not AFK, sorry. Very dense. The density here is huge, and the respawn timer is really low. But there's another soul done. I think I've made a little bit of a side plan. As you can see, I got Ice Strike Worms, which requires, well, it doesn't require, I don't think, but I would like to use magic. And obviously I destroyed my attuned crystal staff. So I was looking into the tier 99 magic staff, and obviously I can't make the masterwork one because of the Virago requirements, which is ridiculous. But I believe I should be able to make the tier 99 unaugmentable one, which I think you need to start with fletching and then follow a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to see how much of this I can actually get done. The unfinished imbued weapon. I believe if I take it into the soul altar, I can right click this, imbue weapons. Is this doing it? Yeah, it is doing it. Okay, I'll come back to you when I finish this step. So I've got the tier 99 staff already. That was super duper quick, but I believe I can take this a few steps further. So I'm actually going to take it as far as I can go with the steps, and then I'll come back to you and say, right, this is as far as I can go. Right, so I believe with this last step, when I make this into a saturated magic eternal staff, whatever it's called, I think this is the last step of the process. There is one further where you can make it ascended, but I think that's essentially the equivalent of doing burial sets, so I don't want to do that. But here's my tier 99 staff, but tier 90 accuracy. I have a magic weapon now. And I think I'm gonna just be happy with this for a while. Obviously I can't augment it, that kind of sucks. But anyway, I'm able to return to my Wilderness Slayer because I have a staff that hopefully goes pew 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 now. Back Ice Strike Worm task because I'm desperately still trying to get this Pokedex entry for them. It's not happening, but I'm still going, and apparently I've unlocked that ability I've been using. But that's 101 magic. I think after this task I'm gonna go to the spider and try and get lucky. I'm done kind of recording little clips of getting nothing, so you're only really gonna see any evidence of if I get something cool. So hopefully you will see that. Okay, well, there's a rare drop, and I'm not sure if that's 1 of 1 or 1 of 5. Something in my mind is making up 5, but that's huge. I'll put the drop rates up on the screen now in editing, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Right, so closing in on the whole Slayer thing, it will probably be 1 or 2 more tasks after this, but I wanted to get this on recording. It's a milestone, so 110. It's still a virtual level because those didn't update, but yeah. Let's see. So I'm roughly 225k off the 110 Slayer, and at that point I may or may not move on, but that's probably the next clip I'll open with, and then we'll just open all the boxes I got along the way. Right, I believe, if I'm not mistaken anyway, this should be the level that I've been kind of hinting towards for probably the entire episode, and I'm wrong.
because I'm 658 XP. So I guess I'll just keep you on until this happens, which will definitely happen with this one. And there it is. That's 110 Slayer, and I believe that this unlocks a new Vile Bloom, which doesn't affect me doing Wildy Slayer, but this task will mark the end of Wildy Slayer. But with what I said in the previous one, where I said I might just leave mid-task and not come back, I think I will actually just finish it out. And then I guess I'll open my chests and then have to figure out what the plan is moving forward. I'll clip there a little bit that I only managed to catch the end of, but if I keep scrolling, it's around here somewhere. There. So a brush piece, that's a bit spooned, considering I've been there probably 3 times as long, but whatever, I'm used to that. Here's another virtual level. So that's 142, which puts us a little over 40 mil left to go, and then I don't need to do this anymore. That would be interesting. Since that's the end of 110, I'm gonna move on to something else. Like I said, I still haven't decided at this point, but I'm probably gonna go reset Araxor with the pheromone and do some more kills. I have nothing to show from earlier, so I'm gonna try again. But I've got 15 wilderness chests here, and my partner's gonna click through them. What I'm really, really hoping to see is the staff drop and or the melee drop, definitely not the decimation. And I guess brawlers would be cool. So she's just gonna dive into this. Go ahead. Nope, don't want that.
Again?
Yeah, just keep going. Nah. Oh, hover over that. Okay, so that's good. That's very good. That's what I wanted. Okay.
What is that?
That's the weapon I wanted. Next one?
This looks cooler though.
No, I don't want those.
Okay.
Next. Lucky Charm, don't want it.
What is that?
It's just nonsense. I'm gonna drop it on the ground.
But it looks cool.
No. Oh, fire making brawlers. Okay, that's fine. Don't want those either. Don't want that. Maybe a core would be cool too. More trinkets. Don't want those. Don't want those.
Okay.
Keep going.
Now be like lucky vibes.
Already got lucky. Don't want that. Already got the weapon. Nope. 4 left. Money. More charms. 2 left. Money. And finally...
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, got the weapon though. That's huge. That is huge. It's the staff. Obviously, I already made the tier 99 staff, but I mean, this is an augmentable one, so I'm quite happy with this.
You're welcome.
We reached the end of the first mega compilation episode. Episode 1 was missing because I have no clue where I saved the raw file. Not a clue. And episode 9 was missing because it was corrupt. Nothing else I can do about that. It is what it is. Hopefully the next sort of mega episode isn't going to have the same issue. I'll be looking to upload that maybe next Friday or Saturday, but like I said, if you've seen all those episodes, you don't need to watch it again. I would love it if you did. The retention's great, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're looking forward to whenever the next real episode is out. Peace out.